Hello guys, on the 13th of June 2023, these two sisters by name Ikwo and Idak connived and killed their older brother because of a property dispute of their late father. This all happened in Ikot Nakanda at Calabar, Cross River State of Nigeria. Guys, let's get into this crime story. Now guys, before we get into this crime story, I'd like for you to subscribe, like, comment and share. Please subscribe so that we can get up to 1,000 subscriptions, and do not forget to like, by that this video can go viral, and also do not forget to share to create awareness to your family members and friends about this true crime story. And also guys, subscribe for true crime stories like this on a daily basis. These two twin sisters by name Ikwo and Idak and their elder brother whose name is Ifyong lost their father around December 2022. It is unclear what killed their father, but one thing is certain: their father died leaving them 50 hectares of land as an inheritance. But according to the African tradition, inheritance law favors boys than girls. So the African traditional inheritance law gave more rights to their senior brother, Ifyong, as the direct inheritor of their late father's 50 hectares of land. The two sisters, Ikwo and Idak, inherited nothing from what their father left after he died. So this got them so pissed off, and they were so angry, and they started questioning their senior brother that they have a right over their late father's 50 hectares of land, and that their senior brother should cut their own portions of the land and hand it to them. But their senior brother refused and stayed his claim as the sole inheritor of their late father's 50 hectares of land. This got the two twin sisters pissed off. They called in elders of their village to help settle the differences between their senior brothers and them over their late father's 50 hectares of land. But the elders came in and supported their senior brother as the sole inheritor of their late father's 50 hectares of land. Being frustrated of the fact that they couldn't get a little piece of the 50 hectares of land which their late father left behind, they were bitterly angry towards their senior brother. And the worst to the worst came when their senior brother sold 25% of the 50 hectares of land and kept the money for himself. They came over and started demanding from their senior brother to give their own share of the sale. Their senior brother refused to give them any money of the 25% sale of the 50 hectares of land. This even got them much more angry, being a child of their father, but they couldn't even inherit anything their father left behind. This got them so pissed off. Why, as women, they couldn't get anything from their late father's property. Due to the fact that they live an impoverished life, they couldn't even fathom the thought that their senior brother had inherited everything from their father and started selling 25% of the 50 hectares of land which their father left them, and they themselves could not get any money out of that to even sustain a living for them and their children. So they started plotting on how they are going to kill their brother. On the fateful day of the 13th of June 2023, they lured their senior brother through the bushes behind their house. And when they went deeper and deeper into the hinterlands of the bushes, where no one could see them, they decided to use a machete and hit the head of their senior brother, and he fell down and blood was oozing out of his head, up to the extent he died out of excessive bleeding. Then they decided to run away from the crime scene. When they were taking their senior brother into the hinterlands of the bushes behind the back of their house, one of their cousins by name Idebe saw them as they were going, three of them, in the bushes behind the back of their house. When the two sisters returned from killing their brother, they came back home and just sat there quietly and didn't say anything. But they didn't know one of their cousins had seen them when they were going, three of them, inside the bushes. Nighttime came and passed. The following day came and they couldn't see their senior brother. Then their senior brother's wife started asking, where is her husband? It's unlikely of a husband to go somewhere without even telling her that he's going to somewhere. And this is totally uncommon of her husband. She started wondering about the whereabouts of her husband and decided that she's going to go to the police to report the matter to the police. And while she was on her way to report the matter to the police, she saw one of the cousins who saw three of the siblings going inside the bushes, whose name is Idebe. Then she started explaining to Idebe that my husband left. That yesterday when I went to the market, my husband left and I came back, I couldn't see my husband. I waited the whole night, I couldn't see my husband. The following day in the morning, I couldn't see my husband. It's up to evening around 4:30 p.m. I haven't seen or heard from my husband, so I'm going to the police right away to report the matter to the police. And the cousin quickly told her that he saw her husband with the two twin sisters, that is Ikwo and Ida, going to the bushes behind the back of their house. So immediately they came back and started questioning Ikwo and Ida, but they refused. And they took the matter to the police, and the police came back to the family house and arrested Ikwo and Idak, and the police started mounting pressure and questioning them through preliminary investigation, where they revealed that they were the ones who killed their brother because of an inheritance dispute. They started explaining that they had begged their brother to even give them just 20% of the 50 hectares of land their late father left for all of them, but their senior brother refused and kept on selling the land. And the last time he sold 25% of the 50 hectares of land, and when they went to him to ask for their own cut or their own share of the sale, he refused giving them anything. So they teamed up and killed him, because they are not going to live a life of poverty while their senior brother is busily enjoying the wealth out of their late father's inheritance, and while they are just sitting there as women with children languishing in poverty while their senior brother is gallivanting with so much wealth. They decided to team up and kill him so that they can inherit the property which their senior brother inherited from their late father. So guys, what do you all think? I'd like to get your thoughts down at the comments section. Now, this situation would have been avoided if their senior brother would have given them a little bit percentage of the land. Like 50 hectares of land is a lot of land. If their senior brother would have given them at least 10 hectares out of the 50 hectares, this would have been avoided. This tragedy would have been avoided. Their senior brother wouldn't have been killed. But greediness is a very evil thing. When you decided that you are going to inherit all of your father's property because nature had given you the right as a male inheritor according to their traditional and cultural inheritance laws, it has given you as the sole inheritor of your father's wealth because you are a male, and you decided to start enjoying your father's property, selling the land and using the money for yourself, and not even try to share the money with your impoverished sisters who have family members whom they have to feed. That is greediness. I'm not saying he deserves to die, but I'm just saying he would have avoided his own fate of death. His two twin sisters have, just 10 hectares out of the 50 hectares of land which their late father left. Now, two, in no way should their character or their action towards their senior brother by killing their senior brother be justified by anyone, because this is pure evil. All of this is just wealth. All of this wealth on earth, we all came with nothing. We are going to live with nothing. What we will leave out of this world to the next world, it will be our good deeds. So what they did was wrong. Killing their senior brother made things worse on them. They shouldn't have killed their senior brother. They would have even at least taken the matter to court. And in court, we know the laws in court does not uphold the traditional inheritance law. It favors everyone. The judge would have just simply said all of the children of their late, all of the kids of their late, that all the siblings should have 50% of the land. But they failed to think bigger, to take the matter to court, and out of frustration, they ended up killing their senior brother. Now they'll spend the rest of their lives behind bars. Now they'll spend the rest of their lives behind bars without their children around them. Now they've placed curse upon their life and suffering upon suffering upon their lives. Guys, what do you all think? I'd like to get your thoughts down at the comment section. I love you all, but know Jesus Christ loves you more. Stay safe and be blessed. Bye bye.